Alright, hey everyone. So I had a request to take a look at the Minneapolis Miracle game between the Minnesota Vikings and New Orleans Saints. This took place on January 14 of 2018, and this was in the playoffs leading to Super Bowl 52. Recall that 52, the Super Bowl was held in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Vikings Stadium. So, I mean, this game got a lot of people thinking that they're going to go to the Super Bowl, be the first, contenders in the Super Bowl to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium. This was back before Brady did it. I mean, a lot of amped upness about this, and it's funny because I actually knew a Viking fan at the time, and he was just so pumped about this game. And of course they end up winning, but then they get shut out the next game by the Eagles. But anyways, so if you're not familiar with what happens in this game, I'll show the highlight of the last play because that's basically all you need to know. I like how they have the related people here because that's the three main guys I'm going to talk about is Diggs, Williams, and Keenum. But first off, just talking about the date of this game, January 14th. It can be written 1/14, like Minneapolis, Minnesota equates to 114. And also just watching the highlights a while ago, definitely what stood out is there was a referee on the field wearing the number 114. So definitely not by accident. I'm sure he was there for this purpose. It's all number rituals to these guys. So just to show you what happens here. And I mean, this whole game was just nonsense. And, up until the third quarter, like with a minute left, Saints finally get points on the board. They were down 17-zip. I mean, it was just nothing but theatrics, a lot of drama. Saints have a missed field goal and just a lot of back and forth with possession of the ball. But I mean, and take a notice here, I want to point out Saints and Vikings, their total score right now is 47 points. 47 will be a number I'm going to talk about in regards to Stephon Diggs. And so here we go.
Try to work the ball on the boundary. Keenum steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it! See Marcus Williams here. He has a shot. I'm not sure really what he's thinking, Joe. He comes in, he's got him dialed in, and
you don't even touch him, not at all. And he's the safety, the last man in the backfield. You're supposed to be protecting. You just have to knock him out of bounds or anything. But I mean, it's all scripted. And I'm going to show you just how well Marcus Williams fits into this whole act right here. But first off, I'm going to point out that this is the 14th day of the year. You have Stephon Diggs wearing number 14, going downfield to, take his team to the NFC Championship game. 14 is a big number in the NFL because NFL equates to 14, and even NFC equals 14. So, I mean, just a lot to look at here. But I want to have you guys listen to how many yards this totaled for. It's right at the very end.
Just all he's got to do is make a play. And even if he catches it, you tackle him in bounds, the game is over. And I know Diggs, he's catching this. He's expecting somebody to hit him. And he turns around. Heck, nobody's there. And he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pandemonium.
I didn't mean to say push him out of bounds because obviously you want the clock to run out. But I mean, just make any kind of play. That's all that Marcus Williams had to do, right?
61 brilliant yards for Stephon Diggs.
All right, that was what I want you guys to hear. 61 brilliant yards. You hear that? Troy Aikman. All part of the script. But anyways, I'll get to that 61 in a minute. First, I just want to point out that Minneapolis, Minnesota equates to 109. 109 is the 29th prime number. Vikings win with 29 points. Like football equates to 29. Also, what's interesting is Marcus Williams wears number 43, and kind of fitting with football because football also equates to 43. But yeah, so just getting into it. So 61 total yards for that last play by Diggs from Keenum. Miracle, all right, because this is called the Minneapolis Miracle, or it's also been known to be the Minnesota Miracle. But either way, I just want to focus on that word miracle because I'm going to hit on every cipher in this word miracle, and it's just perfectly lined up. A nice example of showing you how important the 4-base ciphers are. We use this code every day. We use these 4 ciphers day in, day out, revealing the scripted news and sports, everything that's contrived by Gematria. But okay, so you got Miracle 61, Miracle 34. From this game to Keenum's upcoming birthday was exactly 34 days difference. Case Keenum also has that 34 name Gematria. And then Miracle also has the 128. And here's where Marcus Williams plays in, the guy who missed that tackle or didn't even touch Stephon Diggs, right? Well, from his birthday, September 8th, to the game was exactly 128 days difference. Like miracle equals 128. But something that stands out about his birthday, September 8th, is the day that leaves 114 days left in the year. Again, a lot like the date that this game was held, 114. And then just getting to that last number, 47. I mean, we know how big 47 is in football, credited to Freemasonry. The compass set at 47 degrees. The first Super Bowl held in the 47th season of the NFL. Okay, so Miracle 47. Taking a look at the highlight of the game, Stephon Diggs, from his birthday to this game, was his 47th day of his age. So, I mean, how perfect, right? You got the key players from Keenum to Diggs to Williams missing that tackle. I mean, perfect act, and definitely not a miracle. And something else that is interesting, I mean, since we know that this was leading up to being Super Bowl 52 held in Minnesota, Minnesota has Gematria of 38. And if you're not aware, something I'll just point out, Drew Brees, of course, the other QB for the Saints who lost this game, well, his birthday is January 15th, the day after this game. And that year, like, he was 38 years old, his last day of being 38. I mean, it seemed to be perfect with Minnesota. It's kind of that murder number too, because, his next day was his 39th birthday. I mean, I thought that was pretty perfect. But I mean, again, just all you need to know is just those key factors and the 4-base ciphers and, the key players perfectly aligned. So definitely not a miracle, just another scripted ritual. And yeah, that's the NFL for you. All right, see ya.